Okamoto Kitchen.
Hey guys, I'm Gerald. I have a background in gaming and visual effects and also the co-owner of Okamoto Kitchen. And this is my wife, Chizuru. We started Okamoto Kitchen a few years ago in Los Angeles with the goal of bringing lesser-known Japanese foods such as ofu-style curry and chicken namban to the West.
Hi everyone, I'm Chizuru. I grew up in Japan and I've been cooking since I was a kid. I love food and cooking, so I created the Okamoto Kitchen to share all of my favorite things about it with you. You can eat sushi and teriyaki anywhere, but the food like chashu, namban, and okonomiyaki, not so much. It was our first time working in the food truck, and neither of us are really prepared for how difficult it was.
Yep, it was a real eye-opener with not just the amount of work involved, but how tough the competition was between trucks. The food truck industry is brutal. Everyone in the industry goes through a lot of hardships, deals with a lot of people, some nice, some not so nice, and do their best to try to make a living. We wanted to take the opportunity to share some of our real-life experiences through something we both really love, anime. During the conception process, I felt we needed a strong mascot representative of our brand, and the mascot ended up being our maid, Haru Umesaki, whose works are created by animation supervisor Takuya Saito and concept illustrator Azusa Saitou.
このプロジェクトに関わったきっかけは、岡本キッチンの立ち上げ時に、友人であるプロデューサーの木下さんからジェラルドさんを紹介してもらったことがきっかけでした。そうですね。普段のテレビアニメの仕事とは違って、キャラクターデザインという仕事は初めてだったんですが、ジェラルドさんとメールやスカイプなどでやり取りをしていきながらキャラクターを生み出すことが無事にできました。
My name is Michael Williams, and I'm one of the writers for Okamoto Kitchen.
I'm Rafael Gamboa, and I'm one of the writers of Okamoto Kitchen.
The stuff I usually like to write is more fantastical and extreme in nature. So when we were first drafting, like the first pilot episode and stuff, I kind of had a very slice of lifey, and then Gerald approached me. He was like, "No, he wanted to be crazy, he wanted to be fun." So that was really great. So I think I really just loved just kind of diving in, not being afraid to do wacky, insane, over-the-top things.
Having to get into Haru's head was really fun for me because before we got down to finding her voice, we just had an idea of who she was, a sort of young, energetic, kind of almost idealistic kind of person who always tries to see the best in life and always tries her best to help people. But her enthusiasm for all those things is perhaps a bit much, which can get her into trouble.
Beast mode is sort of a secret that Haru has. It's a part of herself that she's still kind of discovering, and it comes into play a lot during the series in sometimes positive and negative ways. That's about all I could really say about that right there.
I think Haru's love of video games in particular is something that I hope young girls find inspirational and empowering, because we've had a history of people pushing back against diversity in video games, and there's always been a pushback, especially towards women, about having an interest in things like video games and comic books or anime and things that are traditionally nerdy and male, and having a character within an anime who is super into video games and is really good at them. Like, she's legitimately great at video games. I think is something that is a very positive thing, and I hope it reaches a lot of people who might otherwise feel a bit embarrassed about the things they're into.
So Haru is a young Japanese woman. She travels to Los Angeles following her crush, Tetsu, which is a completely logical and reasonable thing to do, I think. Unfortunately, she loses her passport and she's stuck here, and she has to make a living for herself. And luckily, she gets a job at Okamoto Kitchen. So something that resonated with me, with Haru, is how she got into video games. Because she was going through a hard time, her family was going through a hard time. And when I was really young, in school, there were some bullies. And what helped me through that time in my life was Pokemon, because it just came out, Red and Blue. And I made friends through Pokemon, and it gave me something to focus on that was really positive and fun. And it led to a lot of other great things, like having a career in voice acting and anime, so yeah.
Hi, I'm Haru. Thank you so much for watching our video. Please give us all your money. I mean, give us some of your money, but a lot of it because we need it. I mean, if that's okay with you.